Hey, what's going on, people? It's GunsFire from NextGenTactics, and I got an update for you on Black Ops. No, it's not the big update that everyone's looking for, which is more zombies information. Rumor has it, and you know I'm not one about spreading rumors, but it looks like it's going to be the last sort of real update, at least from a notable presence, game trailers. October 31st, Halloween. Ooh, scary. You know what else is scary? Zombies. Right, so October 31st, Halloween, zombies, kind of would be an epic time to release that information. So I have a feeling that they're going to do that. I mean, they're kind of, if you watch the game trailers, Chapter 1, 2, and 3, it seems to be building up towards that. So I'm fairly confident. I'm not saying they will, because last time it kind of flattened out on me, but I'm fairly confident they're going to be talking about zombies and going into details on the zombie mode. So definitely stay tuned. October 31st, game trailers. I'm going to be there, be checking and refreshing like every 10 minutes. Because that's my job, and then I'm going to bring it to you guys. Anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about an update from Josh Olin, community manager from Treyarch, JD2020 on Twitter if you follow him there, which is where I usually get all my information from. I don't like rumors. Rumors spread stupid things and make us all dumb gamers. So that being said, there is an update, and a lot of people, and I actually do want a lot of feedback from you guys, especially the ones that actually wanted this. But it's been confirmed now by Josh Olin, the community manager. I know I already said that, but it's been confirmed that there's going to be a multiplayer split screen. Now, I'm not talking about the split screen that was on, you know, private matches, because we've already had that. But I'm talking about an online multiplayer split screen. So if you have a buddy that comes over, maybe someone that doesn't have a PlayStation, doesn't even game, maybe it's your little cousin Joey and he wants to play and he wants to, I want to shoot people in the head. Great, Joey, sit down, you can be my guest. So you can do a split screen and actually go into ranked public matches now online. Now, what your rank are sort of logged in as will actually progress, but the guest, whatever ranks that they sort of achieve during that will be lost at the end of the session because it doesn't save it. However, if you do have your own account, you go over to your buddy's house, you can both do split screen and it will actually save the, you know, the accolades or anything that you achieve during that session. But here's my question. Now that's great, and you know what, I've seen lots of questions about that, lots of questions in forums about split screen, multiplayer and everything like that, but here's my question to you. Why do you want to play multiplayer split screen? You know, quite frankly, I don't care if you're my long lost buddy and I haven't seen him, like, oh my god, or, you know, a brother I never knew I had and he came over and he's like, oh, let's play some split screen. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not sharing my screen with you. It cuts down on your vision of the game, and quite frankly, I think it sucks. I think it sucks to have only half the screen where you can see, and you can't really see that much around. I want the full picture. I want my HD widescreen, and I want to see my game the way it's meant to be. But a lot of you guys, and I'm not dissing split screen, I just don't care for it. I mean, it's great because a lot of you guys are interested in it, and now you finally have it. But I don't understand the attraction to it. What is it that you like about it? Why do you want it so much? And do you prefer it? Is it like going back to the old style? Because most of you guys actually watching and playing these games now are fairly young. Back in the days when I was your age, yes, I'm a little bit older than you, I enjoyed the games where I was playing NHL and Beast, or was it, I can't remember the hell, Tekken and all sorts of other games that we would play. You'd sit on the couch with your buddies, 2 controllers, and you'd play on the same screen. I mean, is it that what you're kind of trying to get back? But that wasn't split screen. There was some split screen games like that. I remember playing Siphon Filter that way against my buddies and whooping their asses. Oh yeah. But I don't get the attraction with this, with the new games nowadays, why people want it. So put it in the comments. Definitely, I'm very, very interested to see what you why you guys want this so badly. Now the next topic that Josh Olin talks about is a custom game editor. Now this is cool. This is, again, all this information is taking Call of Duty up to the level, and you know, for those of you that don't like it, and for those of you that do love it and feel like I'm tarnishing it, I'm going to compare it to Halo. Halo has all these features already where they can make custom games and actually allow other people to play. Now they're doing the same, apparently, based on this article, and of course, as per usual, I'll put the link in the description so you can check it out yourself. Don't believe me, just read the article. But I mean, I'm telling you exactly what it's saying in there, so you don't want to read. I'm more entertaining and I can do this, huh? Anyway, so the thing is that you can create it, but it doesn't say how customizable it is. And by that I mean, you can't alter the environments, you know what I mean? Like, you can't create things or add objects. At least, I don't know. I don't know if you can. He doesn't go into that detail. Maybe you can. That would be very cool. But all they say is, you know, hey, yeah, you can do the normal thing, which is, you know, change the damage level of the shots, say whether it's headshots only, which is all the standard stuff we're all used to, but in this time, you can actually specify what weapons are allowed, whether it's going to be pistols only. Because as he says in there, it was usually based on the honor system. You know what I mean? Oh, nobody used anything else, and of course, the odd time, and even I do that because I clinch a lot. I'm supposed to be shooting people and I end up knifing someone. I don't know, and maybe it's not that customizable, but I'm very curious. I mean, I wish they would elaborate on this, but we don't really need to do that because we're going to see the game in, what, a couple of weeks? Oh man, I can't wait to play this game. So anyway, that's what they're doing now, and you can save these games and allow your friends and the community to actually play them. But quite frankly, I mean, if you can't change the environment, I really don't see myself going over like, hey, I wonder what settings this guy put on this map that's not completely changed at all and is the same as everyone else when I can just go click, click, click and the same. So I don't really see that feature unless they've really allowed us to sort of do what PC gamers do with almost everything and mod the actual game, the map itself. That's kind of cool, but I don't see them doing that quite yet. I don't think they're ready for that. And I'm hoping I'm wrong, because if I'm wrong, then that'll be awesome. It'll be like going out there and exploring crazy new maps with twists and things that we didn't see before, like barricades of cars piled up, and you're like, I guess I'm not going that way. But anyway, so that's a new feature on there as well. Now, there's another feature I want to talk about. There's two more. The last one is more I want to actually talk about that geared towards PlayStation 3 gamers. And this is a big thing for me. I've always screamed and moaned about this, so I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But for now, this is kind of a cool feature as well, and they had this for a PlayStation game, Killzone 2, and this is about matchmaking. Everyone, you know, whines, not everyone, me and a handful of people, whine and moan about lag. Because what happens, and it's no different from us and them, if all of a sudden, you know, there's not enough players, I play all day long because that's my job, and usually in the morning when I'm playing, because general population in North America are at school or actually doing something with their life, not playing video games like me, haha, suckers, then, you know, I end up getting matched with European players. And I'll tell you, most of the time they are host, and when they're host, my signal's like a 1 bar, and a 1 bar, 2 bar at best, and the lag is really, really, you know, it's stifling. Stifling is the word, because it's frustrating, because you go in there and it's like tuk, 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 tuk. But this allows it. This matchmaking is going to allow you to choose global, which is the normal settings in, you know, in COD 4, World at War, and Modern Warfare 2. But it's now going to say, you know what, I want to play with only players that are local or regional in my area, and that eliminates the problem of actually getting European players or Australian or anyone else coming in there, and vice versa. I mean, for European players, it's just as frustrating, and Australian players, it's just as frustrating, you know, to have someone in North America as the host and you go into the game and you're suffering from horrific lag. It's got to be very frustrating. I know it's frustrating for me, but this time you're going to be able to say, you know what, I just want to play with people in my region, and that's good. At least I see that as good. I mean, generally I will probably choose global only because I actually like playing with people from across the pond, as it's sort of called, and then across the oceans from Australian. I don't play with a lot of Australians anymore. I don't know why. I don't get hooked up with them a lot. Anyway, so you do have that option to do there, and I'm assuming a lot of people are going to take that option off. Now, option up rather. Now, one of the last things I want to talk about, and this is the PlayStation 3 sort of exclusive thing, and now the thing is that Xbox Live, all Xbox gamers have almost always had this feature built in, and it's not game specific. You can go into your preferences as a Xbox gamer and go into preferences and say appear offline. And what this does is it does not allow other gamers, your friends list, to actually join in your games. They cannot find you because you appear offline. And so when you're playing games like Modern Warfare 2, they can't just drop in and hijack. And this is a very important thing for myself as a video director when I'm filming a certain thing. Like if I'm going for a nuke, or I'm going for some really good footage, depending on what I'm trying to obtain, I cannot have people from my friends list joining in and basically ruining the game. Because once you have someone from your friends list in there, and especially on YouTube, when you produce these videos and put them on YouTube, they're like, oh, that guy's totally your friend, he was talking to you, this is set up, I'm not watching it, and they get all crazy. So it's very important, and usually my comment says join equals delete. And as a matter of fact, I'm very strict on that. There's 2 individuals, I will not bring their names up, but if you're watching this, you know exactly who you are, and you don't tell me that you didn't see join equals delete. When you see that, if you join my games, you will get deleted from my friends list. And I did that just 2 days ago. I deleted 2 people. Anytime that happens, I delete them. I don't care. Even if it's my own NGT Elite team, I get furious and I will delete them off. And unless they have a damn good reason for not for doing it, usually, you know, if they're like, oh, you know, I just hit it by accident or whatever, I'll let it go. I mean, I'm not a complete dickhead, but I mean, it's important as a video director, I have to have the capability. Now what's happening is they're allowing us as PlayStation 3 to have control as the party leader. As the party leader, you have full control as to who can join. You can have anyone from friends list can join, which is usually the default setting for all games in Modern Warfare 2. Very, very frustrating, especially when you're playing private match. Or you can do invite only or not at all. And for the most part, when I'm filming or recording something, I don't want anyone to join. And I don't want to have to put my comment all the time as join equals delete. It's very unfriendly, especially the people that are on my list. You know what I mean? They come in, they're like, oh, join equals delete, he doesn't want anyone to play. But I'd rather just, you know what, you just don't join. I'd rather put, hey, this is what I'm doing today, like a little update, the way I'd like to put my comment as. And now you can actually do that. And that's a beautiful thing, and especially for game battles. Game battles very, very frustrating when you're playing it, especially on PlayStation. When you're in a private game, if someone joins that game when you're in the middle of a competitive game on Game Battles, if they do not leave with a certain amount of time, you forfeit the match. You lose. And there's nothing you can do about it. It's very, very frustrating. You know what? And normally what would happen is I again, surprise, I freak out. And I'm like, you know what? Get that person off your friends list or you're off my list. Because I'm not having people that come in there. For whatever reason, I don't know why. Whoever you guys are that do that, you guys are dipshits. And you ruin games as well because you have no respect for anyone else. But that's for another video. So now we have that control. And the last thing that he discusses in this article is that emblems do not reset when you prestige. Yes, all the other stuff resets, the perks and all that other stuff with the weapons, but you know how they have the emblem creator. So when you've spent hours creating, you know, your custom-made Wicked logo that goes on the side of your weapons, because a lot of you guys are going to probably spend a lot of time. I'm probably not going to do anything. Maybe a goat. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know what I'm going to put on my weapon, if anything at all. But anyway, so when you spend time on it, when you prestige, you do not lose that emblem. So that's a really nice thing because you know what? It's kind of art and it's nice to be able to have that on there. I know a lot of you guys are going to get really creative and have some really cool stuff and really offensive stuff as well. I don't want to have to look at it. I'm not going to talk about it, but you guys know what you're going to be creating. So anyway, so you put that on there, it doesn't reset. Just the, I would assume the camo and all the other stuff is going to reset as well. I don't know about the camo, but the perks, you know what I mean. Anyway, all that stuff. So if you want to take a look at the article, again, the link is in the description. But this is pretty cool stuff. And the multiplayer guys, the split screen guys, put the comments down. What the heck do you want to play split screen for? I don't know, in my opinion, it ruins the aesthetics of the game. I don't want to play with a split screen. I want my full screen. I want my 46-inch Samsung HD 1080p staring at me with bullets whizzing all over the place. Not just a little bit like, oh, I think there's some bullets on that side, but I can't see them. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm GunSrire from NextGenTactics. That's been another update, and another one will be coming for sure on Tuesday, October the 31st. I think it's Tuesday. Whatever. October 31st. Peace.